Yo, this is Mr. Fade, and you're listening to another episode of Attack of the Beats right here on IllMuzik.com. Here we are with another episode with 5 beats coming right at you. And it feels good. The weather's good. It's about to get a little stupid, though. It's about to get really stupid hot, but whatever. It's not my preference. My preference is the cold. I like the cold. Can't stand this heat, man. This is bullshit. So, and it's tough, I'm trying to do this show, and it's difficult because I gotta turn the fan off so it doesn't make noise. You gotta turn the air conditioner off. That doesn't make noise, that kind of thing, because you can't have that on the track. Otherwise, you'd be like, what? What did Fade say? What the fuck? Man, I can't hear shit. This show's whack. So I gotta turn that shit off. So as a result, I'm sitting here sweating like a motherfucker. So, anyway. All right, so we'll get right into it. First up, we have Ant with From the Fire. Let's check it out. All right. So that was Ant with From the Fire. All right, so it starts off dope. You got this nice drum beat. That's what I really liked about this track was the drum pattern, the drum track. It was nice. It was a real head nodder. Actually, I like the way it sounded. I like the way the drums actually sounded. And but the rest, not that it wasn't whackering like that. It's just that it just needed some fixing. Like for example, the sample you have pan to the left. I would have put that dead center. I mean, I'm all for panning and stuff and make sure you mix it right, but honestly, with that sample, I would have put it dead center because I find because you have that pan left, it makes the whole track sound a little thin, like there's no bottom end kind of thing. So if you put that dead center, I think it would thicken up the track a lot. It'd make it sound a lot better. And the vocal sample, it's good. I find there's a little too much of it though. I mean, a little too much of the vocals, but for what it is, I don't know, there's just something about it. I mean, I'm trying to put my finger on it. It's like maybe just a little out of tune. Like it's not in the right key as the same as the sample. Maybe it was just that. I don't know. But you could also try, like I said, if you take out a bit of the vocals or whatever, try putting some kind of like a string sound over that, some kind of synth or string sound over that, because that's what I was expecting, actually, because the way the track's going. That's what I was expecting to hear on this type of beat. So I would say take the vocals out a bit. If you don't, like, if you want to keep them in, that's fine, but put them in a different key or something. See how that sounds. See how it fits with that sample, and put that sample dead center. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you could try something different, like a synth or strings or something like that, whatever. Or try that with the vocals, whatever. I don't know, but that's what I was expecting, so that's why I'm recommending that. But whatever. And yeah, oh yeah, and the like I said, the drums are good, but just that one part where you do the snare roll, it was really loud. So it sounded actually kind of distorted when it was at its right when it was at its peak. So just fix that part. That's it. That's what I noticed. So whatever. But like I said, I like the pattern. It's actually head nodder. So good job, man. All right. So next up we have, what do we have here? Element 43 Music with You Can't Fathom. Let's check it out. And we're back. That was, who was that? That was Element 43 Music with You Can't Fathom. All right, so Element, he's got some dope beats. You've got some dope beats, man. I've heard this, heard some good shit from you before. And this one I really like because of what you did. Like it was creative, let's say. Creative. And the thing is, though, is like, it's funny because I'm sitting here listening to it. I'm like, there's something not right about this beat. I mean, it's good, but there's something missing. There's something not right. I mean, at first, the synths, I was like, it just sounds empty. Like, they're just sitting there. Because I can hear the reverb or whatever, man. It's just like, I don't know. It just sounds like the synth is just sitting there in that space and not really doing much. Like, it's just, I don't know. That's what it sounds like. But then as it kept going on, I'm thinking, that's what's missing, is a bass line. So I'm not a big fan of using like a bunch of 808s and stuff, but you could do that, or I just have an actual bass line or something like that to thicken up the beat. That's the only thing really, because I was like, I think that would mask the way the synth sounds, because like the synth, like I said, it sounds kind of empty, but if you put that bass there, that will, just kind of mask it and stuff, and it won't sound that bad. It actually sound good then, so. But it's funny too, because I'm listening to the beat and like you got this slow, lazy, stuttering drum track, let's say. And that's perfect for a scratch DJ. I could just hear some scratch DJ going over this, so that's what it felt like. So, but yeah, it's the bass line. I was like, there's something missing from this shit, so, because I guess it's reverb, right? Some kind of reverb you have on the synth, so whatever, but it just kind of, it just doesn't sound good on its own, really, so. But props for the creativity. That's it. All right, so next up we have We have Jamal Earl with Right Round. Let's check it out. All right, we're back. So that was Jamal Earl with Right Round. And, all right, so the first thing I really liked about this beat was the kick. That's probably really the main thing that stood out for me, because the kick sounded just so good. You know, you got that kick with the 808. It really fills out the low end, and it's thick. Like, it just meshes together so well. So that's what really stood out for me, was the kick. He did a good job with that. You had some nice transitions. The way you changed things up and all that stuff. You brought things in, took things out. The only complaint I would have was that it was, well, two things really. It was because, for one, it's more of like a club track, club R&B type thing, not necessarily hip hop. I mean, I don't know if you had some singer or MC on top of this, or if it's just an instrumental that you put together. I don't know, but that's the impression I get. It's more like a club track or whatever, you know. So it could fit with the hip hop thing. I don't know, but that and the synths. I mean, the synths are good. It's just I find it's just too much of the synths. So I would have scaled it back a bit. But then again, like I said, because of the type of track that you're putting together, I understand, like, maybe that's what you're aiming for, is a lot of synths. It's heavy on the synths and stuff. But, you know, it's good. I mean, the way it's all put together, like I said, that's what really stood out, was the kick, the way everything's put together. I mean, it just sounds very good. It's a bit, you know, like, I could be a little biased because it's not really my style there. But like I said, it depends. It depends what you're aiming for. But my first impression was I would ease off on the synths a bit. The intro. Like I said, I don't know where this came from. So the intro could have been better, because it just came crashing in. You know, and I'm like, what the hell happened here? Like, what did I just get myself into? It just crashes in with all these synths. So anyway, but yeah. So good job, though. Good job. All right. So who's up? Who's up next? Let's check this out here. Okay, we got another newcomer. We got Nyx, the song number 19. Let's check it out. All right, we're back. That was Nyx with song number 19. Okay, so in this one, starts off with the sitar, whatever the hell you want to call it, sitar, and I'm like, okay, we're going Middle Eastern with this shit, and the drums drop in, and actually I like the drum track. It sounded good, it's lazy, thick. It fit really well with the whole track. That's what I liked about it. And the only complaint really is the fact that the sample with that sitar or whatever is that it cuts off too abruptly. So that's the only thing I would have fixed with this beat. Is I could tell right away, especially at the beginning when the drums aren't there, you hear the sample come in, it just cuts off abruptly. So for that, I think I mentioned on the last show to someone, one of the tricks I used to do was, or I still do sometimes, is take part of the sample at the end, copy it, and then put it at the end, and then you can blend it together, or take a part of the end and add a delay to it, just a quick delay, so it's just kind of masked, it's kind of there. So that's the thing, you can either double up the sample or put a delay or something like that, and just to fill out that space, because I mean sometimes it's hard, right, when you have a sample and it cuts off abruptly and you don't know what else to do and stuff. So anyway, so in this case, perfect example. So you just take, like I said, the end and double it, or add a delay or something like that. And it's put together really, really well. When I'm listening to it, I'm thinking to myself, I can picture this in a movie. I can picture some guys on camels and horses or whatever, and they're going through the Middle East, swinging their swords around and whatever, and getting shot by people with rifles in the modern world. I don't know. Whatever. But it's like a movie beat. So good job though. I like it. Good job. All right, next up we got the last beat. It's from Styles 1001 with I Am. Let's check it out.
We feel that we have a responsibility to shine light into the darkness, So, there's a lot of darkness out here.
Damn right I'm sorry. Damn right I'm sorry. Damn right I'm sorry.
We feel that we have a responsibility to shine light.
All right, we're back. All right, so that was the last beat. It was from Styles 1001 with I Am. All right, so this starts off with a nice gutter sample. You got the upright bass. You got some talking at the beginning and stuff, and then this, then the drums drop in and everything. And you know what? Sounds good to me. Everything sounds dope. There's a few things though, like because the bass sounds really good. I like the bass, and I would have loved to have heard a part where you have. I mean, it's not necessary, but it would be nice to hear a part where it's just the drums and the bass by itself for a few bars, because that way it give you an opportunity to maybe change the bass a bit, just change up a couple of notes a bit, and also I like add in some more of those keys that you have on the right there. Just add more of those, like just a little bit of a change up with the keys, you know, just something like that. Like a nice little breakdown. That I would have loved to have heard because they sounded nice. The keys sounded nice, the bass and the drums and all that stuff. So it sounded good. So I would have liked to have heard all those three together on their own, but a bit of a variation of what you have, you know. So, but other than that, it was good. The only other thing really was the sound of it, like the sound quality. I mean, I know for that style of beat, it's gonna be like a gutter sound and stuff, and that's exactly what you have, which is great. But the mixing could have been a little brighter, I would say, something like that, a little brighter. But like I said, not necessary because of the style of beat, but you know, still, it would be nice to hear it that way. So, other than that, though, I'm really feeling that beat. It's nice, some dope shit right there. Keep saying, oops, hold on, just drop something here. Keep sending in your stuff, man. All right, so that's it for this week. I'm Mr. Fade, and this is IllMuzik.com, Attack of the Beats. And of all these beats, I have to pick one. So for this week, the winner is, drum roll please, Styles 1001 with I Am. Let's check it out.
We feel that we have a responsibility to shine light into the darkness, you know. So, you know, there's a lot of darkness out here.
The damn right I'm somebody. The damn right I'm somebody. The damn right I'm somebody. Damn right I'm somebody.